Hi again. It is 8:31 p.m. on March 26th. I just wanted to, before I go on to the next thing, say happy birthday to my older sister Crystal, who I hope had a really wonderful day, and I wish I could have been there to celebrate with you. I know you had a good time because you know how to have fun, and call me if you see this, please, when you have free time, because I know that my schedule is more open than your schedule, which means that you should call me because I never know when to call you. Anyways, I wanted to discuss role models today. It's been a huge reoccurring theme in my life, especially recently, having a child. As a parent, you really have to become the role model for your children, and it's not easy, especially when you're young, like I am. Even though I'm already 23, I'm only 23, and I am far behind the expectation of what a 23-year-old in America should be, as far as maturity is considered. I come up from a background of play before work, or I wouldn't really say that. I'm a hard worker, but I play as hard as I work. At least I used to. And that's not really the kind of example I want to set for my son. Procrastinating, being irresponsible, binge eating, stuff like that. You really don't want your children to see. And just the idea of a role model has always been really interesting for me, and it has definitely pulled me through a lot of really rough times in my life. Just the memory of having a role model has gotten me through some amazing challenges that I really don't want to get into right now, but maybe later. Anyways, moving on. I just made this really short list of different aspects of role modeling. The first one being boundaries. When I was younger, even just a year and a half ago, I had a really hard time establishing boundaries for myself. I was coming out of a phase of partying in Reno. So if you're a Reno local, I think you know how that goes. I think it's not something that we ever have to really talk about. We just sort of know what that culture is like, and it's a really hard culture to escape from, and it's a lonely process when you want to change. And I think that goes across the board. The moment that you learn how to say no to people is going to be the moment that you learn how to spend quality time with yourself, and learn how to enjoy your own company. So back to boundaries. With role models, for me, I couldn't, when I needed them the most, I wasn't able to be surrounded by them. Whether it was, initially for me it was the death in the family. My biggest role model was my grandmother, and she passed away when I was 15 years old, and that was the first time I really experienced extreme loss in a personal relationship in my family. And really, after that happened, I didn't know how to I didn't know how to handle it. My motivation really started to zap, especially when my life fell apart around me. It sort of like her death was this trigger into a downward spiral, and I wasn't really mature enough to know how to use the things that she taught me, the mentoring that she gave me constructively in a way that would pull me out of my spiral. So I fell down pretty hard, and in order to pull out of it, I had a lot of really close friends, a couple of really good people to support me emotionally, and not because I was making good decisions, because they cared about me. That was really the only thing that saved me in that period of time. I guess I'll have to fix the order.